Investment Challenge. This event, 46 years now it's been going, draws in school learners and university students who are interested in investment and the stock market. Last year, the challenge attracted more than 22,000 scholar entries. To tell us more, in studio, we've got Ralph Speirs, who is the Corporate Social Investment Officer, or CSI Officer, at the JSE. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you, Leanne.
46 years this has been going.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's been a long time, and we've enjoyed the journey over years, just continuously getting high school learners and university students to understand the financial world, the financial sector, and financial literacy.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it is. It's one of the most important things to know about. You know, it's almost one of those ignored subjects that you think, I'll worry about that when I finish school. In fact, that's something you should be learning at school, because this is wealth creation. This is real education.
Exactly. You know, everyone hopefully one day is going to earn a salary, and they're going to need to know what to do with that money, the extra bonus they might get. And so therefore, they need to start understanding it. And the earlier they understand it, the better, because waiting until once you actually have the money, then you can make mistakes if you're only starting to learn it at that stage.
Yeah. Okay, so talk to us about how this challenge works.
So basically, you get given R1 million virtual funds. Okay. It's an online platform. It starts in March. The official registration has now started, so they can go and register on our website. But as of March, the competition starts until the end of September, where they are participating with R1 million, and they're formed in teams of 2, 3, or 4, so that's for university. Otherwise, for high school learners from grades 8 to 12, they're in teams of 4. And what they're doing as a team, they're working together to analyze the companies, the listed companies on the JSE, and then they are going to go and buy the shares that they think are the right ones to buy. And over time, they're trying to accumulate extra money from that buying and selling. And the team with the highest return from the R1 million virtual funds, I might add, is that they then will see whoever's in the top position at the end of the competition.
And who wins? I mean, what do they win at the end of the day? Not who wins. What do they win at the end of the day?
So for university students, there's 25,000 Rand up for grabs, as well as an all-expenses paid trip to an international stock exchange.
Excellent.
Last year, they went to the New York Stock Exchange in December, and I might add that there are 2 ladies from the UCT, University of Cape Town, who were the winners, and so they enjoyed seeing the trading floor at the New York Stock Exchange, and obviously the experience in New York for a week.
Yeah, it's great fun. I mean, going onto that stock exchange floor is something quite extraordinary. But, I mean, this is great, because obviously what happens is, well, you can't just sort of, go, boom, okay, we'll invest in that. Or is it as simple as that? Because sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes we think there's a science to it, but it's also the luck of the draw, I suppose, when it comes to investing in stocks.
Everyone's got a different feel for it and a different take on it. For example, ladies might say, where do I best shop, for example? And they would go look at the different stores that they shop and see, are they listed companies? And then they go and actually buy these companies. But at the end of the day, that's where the learning part is of this competition, to go and do your research as a team. So yes, it can be daunting if you're trying it on your own, but here we've got it as a team, so it's a team effort. You've obviously got also your teachers that can get involved, and the lecturers, and we do have mentors that go out and assist you. So therefore, it's a holistic approach to learn and to understand how investing works on the stock market.
If we look back to last year as an example, and the two young girls that won and they got to experience, what did they choose? What was their basket of stocks that they looked at and thought, okay, well, I'm going to invest money in there?
It was a variety, but they actually went and looked at stocks. I think that in particular at that stage, if I'm not mistaken, it was the unbundling, or at least the talk of Naspers getting unbundling.
Yes.
And so therefore they chose, we operate also allow them to play with warrants, and so they took one of the warrants that assisted them. That was near the end of the competition, but during the competition, you're looking at the big stock, the top 40 companies that they were able to invest in. You can choose any one of the 380 plus companies on the stock exchange, but at the end of the day, go with what go with what your gut feel says, and they had their own particular strategy. Each and every team has to try and design, and that's where registry now, before the competition officially starts, give you the chance to actually go and practice. So come the 11th of March, we will reset that R1 million. So you can go and make mistakes now, And come 11th of March, you can go and be ready for the competition to participate.
So once you choose them, you can't exactly adjust. So you can't sort of say, okay, well, I'm going to go retails, this, that, and the next, or financial, and then you realize this is actually not looking so good. Let me move the basket into another investment. Can you change? I mean, do you watch it that much that you're able to change and work it that way?
Each team has got the opportunity to buy and sell every single day. We don't expect them to do it. Obviously, they've got studies and they're at school. But should they want to jump from one sector to the next or from one stock to the next, that opportunity to buy and sell, you're not locked in for the 6 months. Excellent. You can go in and out and choose whichever company you want.
Yeah, it's great fun. I mean, I think it really gives you a risk-free opportunity to understand what it's like to work on the JSE. So far, I have a lot of school kids and university students entered. What are we looking like, the numbers, and how long have they still got to enter?
Yeah, so we've really just started the registration. It's been a week. We've got a number of schools already obviously involved, but it's every day we've got a lot of people out there that are approaching the schools, getting involved. We're doing expos currently. For example, we're at WITS today where we're doing the expo and just getting everyone involved. To go and register on our website, for the schools website, it's schools.jsc.co.za. For the university website, it's university.jsc.co.za.
Okay, that's an important point to note. So go to www.schools.jsc.co.za and then universities.jsc.co.za and you can enter. Do they run as two separate competitions or it's the same competition?
Yeah, so it's two different competitions. With the school, we've got 3 different portfolio options. So for those of you that have just started, they will go and only trade the top 40 companies. And then there's another one, equity and speculator, with just different rules, but it's just making it easier for those that have never actually traded on the stock market before.
Fantastic. Well, go out there, have some fun. For those schools that are interested and that have already registered, good luck. But for those that haven't as yet, come on, get a team together. You can do it. 4 teams, 4 members of your team, that'll be in school. And you can be from grade 8 to grade 12 and you can play there. But if you're in university, you can have teams of 2, 3 or 4 and you can go and enter as well those competitions. Ralph, thank you. Good luck. I hope it goes really well this year.
Thank you, Leanne, for having me.
Great chatting to you. Ralph Speirs is the CSI Officer at the JSE, talking to us about the JSE School Challenge and the University Challenge as well.